Oil and gas are believed to be the engine of Africa's economic takeoff, and East Africa is punting itself as the new frontier. Kenya this week hosted the movers and shakers in the industry to showcase East Africa.
The conference is good in terms of creating awareness in the region so that we know what each country is doing, because at the end of the day we need to share these resources, because some countries have advantages of one type of energy compared to another country with another type of energy.
Neighboring Uganda has become the focus of attention with discoveries of oil. Kenya has become determined not to be left behind. The Kenyans feel they will be making a discovery sooner rather than later.
What Kenya has is a variety of different geological provinces. So they've got the Tertiary Rift Valley, where we're exploring, the Cretaceous Rift, where the Chinese are drilling right now, and then over on the coast they've got a number of other basins with different types of geology. And that variety, of course, provides them with different opportunities for finding oil.
Following the liberation of Kenya's oil industry in 1994, the number of players has grown from a handful of multinational oil marketing companies to over 40 registered companies, thus creating a robust petroleum sector.
I see a case where Africa is going to continuously emerge from the muddle that it has put itself in as far as oil is concerned. I would take a case of Nigeria, for example. I mean, honestly, I do appreciate the efforts that the Nigerian people are making to get out of this confusion that they have been in a long time. I think as we go to the future, it will get cleaner, it will be managed better, and it will lead to better developments of the people of Africa.
Utilizing a find of gas for electricity generation would really help drive the country towards our Vision 2030 goals. It would enable us to move and shift from probably use of biomass, if we're able then to have the production of liquefied natural gas for uses in the households, as they have done in Tanzania and other parts of the world.
The conference is taking place at a time, though, when Kenyan oil marketers are on the spot over what critics term as hasty price increase tendencies that has renewed the push for price controls.
We have had quite a lot of fluctuations of oil prices, retail prices in Kenya, because in Kenya the retail pricing is liberalized. We don't have controls, and but there is competition. The marketing companies compete amongst themselves, but of course their pricing is influenced by particularly the international oil prices, and also by maybe the exchange rates.
There are no price controls included in the Energy Act, but the minister is actually empowered to control prices if there is need, and if upon the advice of the Energy Regulatory Commission.
And while oil has topped the agenda, the increasing demand for power is also coming under the spotlight if the region is to grow.
Energy supply has been recognized as a critical driver for realization of this vision. My ministry is therefore at the forefront of implementing energy supply strategies to meet the growing energy requirements for our planned socio-economic transformation. And this should be done in a cost-effective, affordable, and environmentally sustainable manner.
With the country's annual energy demand growing at 8% per annum against the current installed generating capacity of 1,296 megawatts, experts believe there is a huge potential for growth in the energy sector.
I think the recent successes in Uganda, in Mozambique, in Ghana has brought a lot of excitement about the industry. People find it difficult to do business in Russia. People find it difficult to get access in the Middle East. And so there are very few regions where potentially the opportunities are so significant, in which you see a lot of excitement and a lot of people coming to the region.
Very much in its infancy stages, relative to the rest of the world. I mean, I would equate it to being like Western Canada in 1900. There's just so much to do here. Clearly there's a very strong focus by all the governments, and I think there's going to be some some very, very accelerated development. It's going to be very exciting.
And while oil has in the past been touted as Africa's black gold curse, expectations are high that the conference will provide a stepping stone of shaping the African oil industry in the future.
I would like to see oil transform Kenya in terms of generating the much needed capital, say for like physical and social infrastructure. We need schools, we need hospitals, we need roads, we need rails. We need a lot of infrastructure on the ground. We need education for our people. So if really we could have some oil revenues in this country that could be directed towards such kind of development, then I think we'll be creating a good financial, economic base for the future generations to come.